Share our screen, sharing our screen. All right. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? This is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and Assurance USA and the National Dispatchers Network. I want to welcome everybody to today's broadcast of the Six Figures Booking Freight from Home show. Now, today's show, the theme of today's show is Assurance USA has just become an industry powerhouse. And what I mean by that is we are now able, or we will soon be able to offer an array of services and products to the industry. As you all know, we started out as a flat fee dispatch firm, and we had our goals set on bringing to the table 4 different phases. Phase 1 was the flat fee dispatching. Okay, we got that up and going, and that is available. Phase 2 was our owner-op program, where owner-operators would be able to sign on to our authority and receive 100% of their load fees. We put that into work. We got our authority, MC number, DOT number, DOC3, all that type of stuff. We're in the process of solidifying our insurance as we speak, and we should have that done within the week. Now, there's some other stuff that we wanted to do later, but circumstances of how we are set up and the scope of what our potential is has attracted a financial partner. Now, when I say a financial partner, I don't mean someone who is giving us a loan, because we are a debt-free company. We don't take loans. When I say a financial partner, I'm talking about the behind-the-scenes people who fund factoring companies, and those people who fund truck leasing and financing companies, those people who fund the maintenance plans for all these big trucking companies and truck repair plans and programs, those people who fund truck financing and leasing, trailer financing and trailer leasing, and those people who provide insurance and those types of things. Now, guess what? Assurance USA has with us attracting that financial partner, that financial partner is backing us to do all of that. Okay, now, for those of you who are not familiar with what a financial partner is, okay, let's take factoring, because that's the easy way to explain it. Let's take factoring. And a lot of you may not know how factoring actually works, okay? Now, you all do know that the factoring companies themselves does not have all of that money to just prepay those loads out. Y'all know that, right? Hello? Y'all with me?
Yes.
All right. They'll add on all these trucking companies, and then they'll factor all their loads, which means that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that they're prepaying, because if a carrier, let's say, has 60 trucks, or 60 trucks, or 300 trucks, or whatever the case may be, and they go to a factory company and say, I want to sign up all our trucks on your factory. I'm to use your factory. So that means if the average load is 769 miles, paying $1.89 a mile, that's $1,475 times 60 trucks on just one load, just on each one of those trucks doing one load. Now, to give you all a clear understanding of how much money that factoring company is going to have to put out at any given time for for the clients that they service. So if you got 60 trucks and the average load is paying $14.75, and they're factoring for all 60 trucks, that times 60, that's $88,500 just on one load for each one of those trucks. So if all those trucks ran a load that week, That's $88,500 that they got to pay out. If those trucks ran 3 loads that week, that's $265,500 that they have to pay out, prepay, and wait for their money to come from where? The shipper, right? That's how factoring works, right?
Yes.
All right. Do you think all factoring companies have that much money to pay out at one time?
Of course not.
No, especially when they may have, 800 to 1,000 clients or even more. I mean, that times 500 clients that's got 60 trucks each, that would be $132,750,000. All right, that's what that would be. Factoring companies don't have that kind of money. Okay, because the factoring company is not the bank. The factoring company is not the financial holder. The factoring company is pretty much just like a broker almost, which, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know that until I started doing research. The factoring company is pretty much just like a broker, okay? The financial partners do not do factoring. The financial partners, they back companies who they see have the potential to bring in at least a minimum of $1 million per year in business, in revenue. And those financial partners, what they do is they seek out those companies that have that capability. And they say to them, look, we are part of a huge hedge fund, and our hedge fund at present, we have 1,250 members within our hedge fund. These are all billionaires and millionaires who come in and they put all their money together or a portion of the money together, and they form these big conglomerate hedge funds that go out and put their money in stuff, and they partner up with people to make more money. I mean, an average hedge fund could have, $20 trillion in it. Could have, $10 trillion. Could have 3 or 4, 5, that's what hedge funds are. So,
Retirement funds.
Yeah, so when they do this, they are constantly looking for partners who have the potential to generate a minimum of $1 million in yearly revenue. The way we are set up with our with our trademark and being able to generate our own internal budget, the way we're set up with having a limited patent, the way we are set up with offering a product that's never been in the industry before, a flat fee dispatching with a minimum rate per mile guarantee. The way we are set up with offering shippers and brokers the ability to make more money on their existing loads and at the same time satisfy our owner operators and our flat fee dispatch clients with the minimum rate per mile that they are happy with. Because of the way that we are set up in our business structure, we have attracted the attention of such a financial partner. Now, those financial partners, they don't come in and say, well, we'll loan you the money. No, but they come in and say, we will fund you. We will fund you as a partnership. And here's what we want to fund you as. We don't want you just to be a trucking company. We don't want you just to be a flat fee dispatch company. We want to fund your truck financing and your leasing department. We want to turn you into a factoring company so that you can offer factoring at the good rates, 2.25%, 3.25%, 4%, 5%. We want to fund that. We want to fund all of that. We want to fund you to be a provider of maintenance programs to the industry. We want to fund you to be able to provide discount fuel cards programs where people come in and they can sign up with the fuel card program, and then they can go out there and they get an app, and on the app tells them where they can fuel up to get where they're not paying full price for their fuel to help owner operators and truckers save money on their fuel. We want to fund you for all that. We want to fund you to be able to offer insurance to trucking companies. We want to be able to fund you pretty much to, run the gamut, to be a powerhouse within the industry, because you already have the potential from what we can see on how you are structured and your compensation plan and your overall business model you have the potential to be a multi-million-dollar revenue generator within the industry. Now that's saying a lot. And for funding us for that, we get a margin. Like brokers get a margin when they get stuff from shippers. It's a margin spread. Now, for those of you who are thinking, well, shoot, if that's the case, why can't I just go directly to the financial institutions if I'm a trucking company? But they don't deal with trucking companies. They don't, that's not what they do. They don't do factoring. They fund individuals like us to do the factoring. They don't do the truck financing and all this. They fund companies like ours to do that. They don't deal with the day-to-day mundane stuff of dealing directly with a trucking company or these companies, that company. These are big money people who sit behind the scenes and they want their money to make more money. Simply, that's as simple as I can put it. So, on the factoring side, so here we are in the process of forming that partnership with that that financial partner. I'm not going to divulge who they are right now, okay? But we will be making that public here in the next couple of weeks, okay? Next couple of weeks, we will be making that public. Now, today what we're going to do is we're going to go through each segment of what we're going to be able to offer. Everybody hold on for a second. This is Cal with RBBS. We are right in the middle of our Saturday broadcast, the Booking Freight from Home show. How can I help you? If you have signed up and you submitted your request to get approved to access your secure back office tools and resources, it normally takes about 24 hours. All right, so after the show, you can give us a call back after 1 o'clock, and then we can take a look at your account and see what the holdup is, okay? All right, no problem. All right, sorry about that. All right, what we're going to do today is we're going to be going through each and every last one of the products that we are offering. And we're going to break them down and show you how we are able to make that happen and kind of explain to you. We're kind of going to take the veil off of the industry and kind of show you how things work behind the scenes within the industry. We're also going to talk about what this means for Assurance USA, for RBBS Assurance USA. We're also going to talk about what this means for our branches and how they are paid on all these different products and things that we have. And the member specialists on how they are paid on all these different products and things that we have when they sign people up for them. We're also going to talk about what this means to the industry for owner operators, for people who are just looking for these types of services and goods, and what it means for them and how it's going to benefit them. So, got a lot to go over. A lot of exciting things are going on with Assurance USA, and I couldn't be more giddy about it. I'm telling you. Now, before we get started, I want to offer encouragement and congratulations to one of our members, one of our branch owners, Mr. Garmin. Mr. Garmin, who is a branch owner, I'm not sure if he closed the deal yet, but he was working on a deal. Is their very first client, by the way, the very first deal. They were working on a trucking company that has 350 trucks. And that trucking company has expressed an interest in signing up for our flat fee dispatch. Now, that's a big deal, okay? Especially for a first deal. And to give you a kind of a glimpse of how big a deal that would be, I'm gonna go to our old calculator here. With 350 trucks that will be coming on to our dispatching platform, we're looking at 350 trucks. Dispatching platform is $250 per week at flat fee. Lowest in the industry. okay, which is $1,000 per month. Lowest in the industry. And we give a minimum rate per mile guarantee. And if we can't meet that minimum rate per mile guarantee for the week, we will pay that on our operator an additional dollar per mile on the lowest paying freight that we dispatch them on, regardless of the mile. So they get an additional check on top of the money that they've already made from the loads they ran. Okay, if that lowest paying freight goes 1,000 miles, that's an extra $1,000. And generally speaking, everybody knows that freight that is paying the lowest generally runs longer miles. You see what I'm saying? So if the lowest paying freight we found for them that week was $1.25, everything else was above, $2.25, $2.50, $3, whatever the case may be, and if they're a flatbed, when you average those out, and it doesn't come up to be $2.50 per mile every time for the week, we're gonna take that lowest paying freight that we found for them, and we're gonna pay them an additional dollar per mile. We're gonna cut them a check for an additional dollar per mile on that freight, regardless of how many miles it is. So if that freight went 1,250 miles, they got a check for $1,250 on top of the money that they already make. Now, back to Mr. Garner. He was in very strong negotiations, but not really negotiations, and just basically just letting them know what we offer. Let them know what we offer. They were highly interested in signing on with us, and I need to check back with him to see if he's able to secure that dispatch contract. 350 trucks, basically times $1,000 per month. That's $350,000. Mr. Garman and his branch would receive 25% of that. That's $87,500 per month for one account, your first account. That $87,500 for the year, 12 months times 12 months, that's $1 million account payable to Mr. Garman and his branch. Now, if Mr. Garman is paying, even if he is paying his member specialist, he allocates all those trucks out to his member specialists, give them each 5 or 10 or whatever the case may be. That means they would get 25% of that, because the member specialists will pay 25% of what the branch makes on any given contract, if they were responsible for bringing that client in, or if that branch turns around and says, okay, here, I'm allocating these out to you all. You get 5 owner operators that you're going to dispatch for. You get 5, you get 5, you get 5, you get 10, 10, 10, 10. However it is that they want to do it, 20, 20, 20, 20, whatever it may be. But they get 25% of what the branch makes. So, I'm sorry, you do that minus 25%. That means the member specialist out of that million and it's getting about $267,000 scattered out. So that's $267,000 that they will be paying out to the member specialists each year. Okay, so depending on how it is broken up will determine what each member specialist gets. But even so, at that still leaves his branch with $787,500 per year. Congratulations, Mr. Garman. You have all of our encouragement, you have all of our prayers, you have all of our backing. Anything that we need to do to help you close that, we are up for it. I'm pretty sure all of our members feel the same way. Now, here is the astonishing part about this. This is not some aberration or something that's so unheard of that this can never be done again. There are literally thousands of trucking companies, of mid-sized trucking companies that have anywhere from 50 up to 300 or 400, 500 trucks. Those are called mid-sized trucking companies. The industry is littered with them, and chances are that because of the way we're set up, our member specialists and our branch owners all have the possibility of getting several of these per year. On top of all those little small companies that have 25 trucks, 10 trucks, 50 trucks, 7 trucks, 8 trucks, 30 trucks, 1 truck, 2 trucks. So this is not something that is out of the norm. This is about normal when you're in this type of industry and providing the type of products and the services that we are providing. And the fact that no one else is doing it the way that we are gives us a greater possibility of attracting more and more owner operators who are going to want to come on and do our flat fee dispatch. And also our 100% owner op program where they get paid 100% of their load. This is one of the reasons why we have attracted the attention of a financial partner to the magnitude of what we have attracted. Mr. Garman, great work, okay? Great work, okay? Because like anything, if you have a good opportunity, and if you're doing the work, if you're just doing the work, you know, the difference between an opportunity and a job, there's a big difference. A job pays you for the work you do at the time. Okay, that's what a job does. If you do 12 hours of work, you get paid $10 an hour, you get 120. No, that's how it works. Okay? You get paid for the work you do at the time. An opportunity doesn't pay you for the work you do at the time. It pays you for the work that you complete or the work that you, or the end result. So you don't get paid up front like you do with a job. You don't get paid at the time you do work like you do with a job. Opportunity, you have to put in the work. You have to sacrifice. You have to put in the work. And after you put in the work, and you put in, then you got to put in more work. And then you got to put in more work. And then you get a client. And then you close that client. And then when you close that client, then you get the reward of all the work and sacrifice you put in. But because an opportunity is not structured like a job, an opportunity pays you the same way. Most opportunities are going to pay you the same way the company that you're working for makes their money. So therefore, your end reward or your compensation is a lot more than it would have been if you just took the money at the time you did the job. And not only that, opportunities build upon each other. So if I lay one opportunity down, that starts paying me what, $87,500 per month. Then if I add another trucking company the next month or the next day or the next week that has 350 trucks, that's another $87,500 per month. It's added to the existing $87,500 that I already got. That's reoccurring because they're paying that every month. You see the difference between an opportunity and a job? Much the same way if you were just adding 10 owner operators that only had one truck. See the difference between opportunities and a job. Assurance USA does not offer very many jobs. Yes, we are going to be coming out this week. We're going to be advertising for our salary employee positions, but that won't pay anything like the opportunities of the member specialists and the branch owners. We're also going to be hiring member specialists. We're going to put out there, we're looking for member specialists who are not part of our network. If you want to come in and be a member specialist, you can. Now, you won't be paid 25% like our member specialists who are part of our network are. You'll be paid 15%, which is still a great opportunity. And the salary employees, when they come in, they would just be our frontline dispatchers or our inline dispatchers, and then we pay a salary. Those positions are going to run more like part-time. I mean, you're only going to have to be available to dispatch from 6 a.m. up until 12 noon. Okay, so those are not full-time positions or salary positions, but they're from 6 a.m. to 12 noon. And the way we're going to be paying you all is probably going to come up being somewhere between $10 and $12 per hour on those. Okay, part of that is going to be commission, other part is going to be salary, it's going to be hourly pay. So that's how we're going to do our salary position. Okay, but make no mistake about it, they're not the same as our opportunity position, which are member specialists and branch owners. No, as you can see, a branch owner has the ability if they just put forth the work. I mean, one client, 350 trucks has made that branch owner a millionaire. Literally speaking, it's $1 million, revenue contract. That's what's payable to that branch. It has literally made that branch owner a millionaire. That is the difference between opportunity and a job. Now, let's get into what we offer. Okay, here's what we offer. Assurance USA, as I mentioned before, we have brought on a financial partner. Now, let's break it down piece by piece. Let's go back to our Facebook page and let's look at what we have here. All right, it says, has just become an industry powerhouse. Our owner-op trucking company, okay? As you all know, our owner-op trucking company is Assurance, it is RBBS Assurance USA .com. AssuranceUSATrucking.com. So it's RBBS AssuranceUSATrucking.com. And yes, we are going to shorten that. That's got to be shortened. But there's our trucking company. This is Assurance USA Trucking. Okay. As you can see, we went over this last week. I'm not going to go over all these features that we do with the trucking company, but we have authority. Owner operators who do not have the owner authority can sign on with us and run underneath our authority and they keep money to their low fees. So we don't touch their low fees. They pay us a flat fee each month for the operational fee. Like the monthly authority usage fee is $2,500 plus $166 monthly for the first 12 months for their base plates. But for their base plates in all 48 states, so we have to prepay those. And they pay a $791.33 a month insurance adjustable. We pay the other half. It's costing roughly $19,000 to $22,000 a year to bring on a new truck to our insurance. So we pay half that. It comes out to almost $1,600 per month. But we are paying half that and we pay half that. Okay. We also pay a maintenance plan up to $30,000 a year that the owner operator can charge for maintenance repairs and truck repairs. They pay a $350 monthly fee on the maintenance. There's a $500 deductible for repairs that's greater than $1,500 and a $1,000 deductible on repairs that's even $5,000. You need 6 months seasoning for that to activate. So you have to be in that program for at least 6 months before you can actually start charging to it. These maintenance up to $30,000 per year. Okay. And all that comes out to be basically $3,808, which is about $5,890 less on average than you would pay any other company to run underneath the authority. So they're paying the owner operators anywhere from 65% to 85%, which means they're taking anywhere from 35% down to about 25% or 20%. Okay, so that's the difference. That's the difference. And $5,890 over the course of 12 months, that's a little over $6,000 per year. That's an extra salary. But we put that back into the owner operator's pocket because we don't touch their low fees. We don't have our hand in their pocket. So the more money they make, the more money we make. No. If they go up to making $1 million a year as a trucking company, they're still only paying us $3,808 per truck. Plain and simple. Okay? So we're not riding their coattail, so to speak. So that's the stuff that we are offering on the face of it as for right now. Now, what does this new partner bring to us? What this new partner brings to us, our financial partner, what they're bringing to us, let me get back to the finance. What they're bringing to us is the ability for us to become a factoring company. Now, as I mentioned before, factoring companies don't have all that money. They're backed by financial partners. They're backed by some conglomerate, they're backed by people that has money that wants to have their money make more money. So this is basically how these factoring companies really make their money. They're kind of like brokers almost. But before that, they have to have a business model that shows the ability for them to attract a lot of business, that shows the ability for them to make a lot of money. Or they just got to have somebody who's very good at talking people into, putting money up and whatever it is they're trying to do. We did not really reach out to these people. They kind of found us because of what we were doing and how we're set up and the potential that they see that we have. So what they are going to do is they're going to back us. They're going to, pretty much fund us to be a factoring company. Now, the way this works the same way it does with banks. Okay, you come in to us and say, "Hey, I need factoring." We say, "Okay, we'll take your information, and then we'll run it through our lender to see what you qualify for, because you got to qualify." So, factoring companies don't just set rates randomly. It's based on you as a person or you as a company and your history, your credit, your all that type of stuff, how you're set up, who you're doing business with, all that type of stuff. Your driving history, your status within the industry, as far as are you safe, are you this, are you profitable, all that type of stuff. So then they send that to their financial partners. Their financial partners, which make also a bunch of huge banks and lenders and hedge fund groups, they're looking at it and they pull up all the information on you, that person, and your company. And then they have a rating scale. Depending on how you rate on that rating scale, is going to determine our, not yours, but going to determine our percentage of what they're going to charge us per load factor. Now, they may come out and say, okay, based on the client you sent us, we're willing to approve you for a 1.25% on your factory, or 1.75% on your factory, 1.85, or whatever the case may be. Now that's what they get out of that's what they are getting out of it. They're getting 1.25%, 1.85%, or 1.75%, or whatever the case, or 2%, or whatever the case may be. Now, you as a trucking company, the person who is seeking factory, you can't go to them and get that. You just can't. You can't go to them and get that because you're not set up the way that we are set up. You have not been reviewed by them and being offered a partnership, because they're looking at their partner as someone who can potentially bring them millions of dollars worth of revenue each year. So you can't look at that and say, well, you're getting a percentage of our money. No, we're not. So that's not your money. That percentage is not for you. That percentage is based on your credibility within the industry, but they don't deal with you. You couldn't get that from them even if you went to them and knocked on their door and begged all night long. You still can't get that because that's not for you. So factory companies are not, as someone once said, leeches. That's not what they're doing. Okay, they're not taking any part of your money because that money is not even for you. That money can't even be for you even if you wanted it to. So now the factoring company who has got that partner, they get that 1.25%, and then they say, okay, well, we're gonna charge 2.25%. That's why you get those rates on factoring companies anywhere from 2%, 1.75, all up to 5%. So depending on the rating that the financial backer has given them based on your information and your credibility within the industry, they give a rate of what they will say, okay, this is what we would take from this. This is our cut. This is what we want. Now, you can determine your margin, right? Because we, as a factoring company, will hold the licensing rights to the invoices, okay? Because we've been backed by them, okay? These are not loans that we're getting. It is called backing. We are getting backed by them, and they are getting their money as we get our money. Does everybody see that?
Yes.
All right, I want to make sure everybody understands me.
Oh, yeah.
I know I'm doing a lot of talking, and I'm trying to keep all in my head and keep it right so I can explain it to y'all the way you need to be explained to you. I know a lot of what we're talking about, a lot of people out there in the industry is probably going, right past them because they never knew this how this works. You got a lot of owner operators that think that factoring companies are just the leeches. No, they're performing the service that you need because you want to get your money fast. And you can't get that directly from the shippers. You can't go to the broker because they don't have that much money to do it themselves. And you couldn't even get that from the financial institutions that offer it to the factory company. So they don't work with you. They don't. They just don't. So it's not something that's available to you if it's not done through a factoring company. Does everybody have a clear understanding of how that part of the industry works now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's big money. Don't make no mistake about it.
Yeah, you never lied. Yeah, it's big money.
It's huge money. But that's how it works. That's the mechanism that puts it all into place. And we are very fortunate to have a business model that has attracted a financial partner and backer to allow us to become a factoring company.
And get in the game.
Yeah, let's get in the game. All right. Now, with that being said, there are certain ways that we have to operate. Now, as a factoring company, and that being added to our list of products, we would then be able to brand and promote our factoring company, Assurance USA Financial and Factoring. Okay, that's going to be the name of it. Assurance USA Financial and Factoring. Okay, and that's just a separate division of Assurance USA. Okay, in all of its divisions. We had planned to do this about a year down the road, but because of this partnership, we're able to get it done now. All right, so Assurance USA Factory. So when you send us over your information, and we run it up to our financial partners, they review it, they come back, okay, on this particular account, we would take 1.75% or 1.25%, or we'll take 1 percentage point. Then that gives us the ability to offer you a low percentage rate, so we can cut our margin at 1%, 1.25%, 1.5%, whatever the case may be, which is still great money. When you look at repeated volume of money that's going through, and we get a percentage of that, and they get a percentage of that, and you get your money. You see how that works? That's how it works. So if they're giving us 1.25%, right, and then we say, all right, the industry standard right now is what? What's the industry standard for factoring? A paper factoring, what's called the best rate common factoring, is dealing around what, 2.25%, right?
Right, yeah.
And the very top is 5%.
It's
right?
about 6.
Okay, yeah, 6. I would never charge someone 6% on factoring, but 5%, 5%, but it's out there. 6% is out there. Okay, but so if we got someone that qualified us at 1 point, let's say 5, and then let's say we add 1.25 to it, that's a pretty good rate, 2.5%. You see what I'm saying? Because that client is worthy of that because they got us a low rate, so we're going to give them the same low rate that we got. Got it? We're just going to mark it up the same low rate. Our margin is going to equal to the same low rate that we were able to obtain. Y'all see how that works?
Yes.
That's about how the industry works. Now, if that person was not doing so good and had some credit problems and had some hiccups along with a couple of accidents and all that type of stuff, and their rate came in at 2.75%, then they're going to be on that higher end, right? Right? Because they came in at 2.75%, and then we look at it and say, okay, well, we can add another 2.75%. This is how they get those, 5 to 6%. You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We would probably not add that much. We probably just capped it at the 5%. Even though they had some significant credit challenges, we still probably capped it at 5%. But if you're decent, you're gonna wind up around that 2.25, 2.5, 2.75, under 3% on average. But if you've got some difficulties, some challenges on your credit, on how you was running, on different things you've been doing, your authority, whatever case may be, you may have something that's up above 4%. But that's not us. That's because of what you qualify for. This is how that works. Okay?
Yeah, they're happy just to get their money up.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So, but basically, this is how that part of the industry works. I know a lot of people didn't know this, but that's how it works. Okay? That's the workingness of the industry. And the great thing about it is those companies that stay in the game, you know, a lot of those companies who are producing and those companies who have great financial backing. I'm here to tell you, we have one of the best financial backers in the industry. When we reveal who they are, everybody can say, "Oh, that's who y'all are partnering with." You're gonna be surprised. A lot of you already know. Keep it to yourself. Okay? But when everyone else finds out who we're associated with, oh, I know them. They in everything. They got their hand in everything within the industry. You're gonna know exactly who we're talking about. And the fact that we were able to attract their attention says a lot about our company, how we're set up and how we're structured, and the confidence that they have in us based on how we are structured. All right, so that's on the factory side. Now, here's the thing. We cannot factor our own trucks on the owner-op side because we can't be the client because once a carrier signs up to our trucking company, the factoring is not going to the carrier. The factoring is for us because it's our MC number, our authority, our DOT number. Does everybody, I'm understand on what I'm saying, you know, on that?
Yeah, it's like double dipping.
Yeah, it's like double dipping. We can't double dip. We can't be the client and the provider. Okay?
Right.
No, we can't get paid on those like that. Okay? We can bring in the owner operators who want to run the authority. We can run them through the factoring company or a factoring company that is within our conglomerate network, but we cannot be the factoring company for them because we are the client. We can't factor ourselves. We can't be our own factoring company. Let's put it that way. Okay? But for our flat fee dispatching clientele, because they have their own what? Their own authority, right?
Yes.
Right? They have their own
Yes.
DOT MC number. We can factor them. You understand? So now,
Yes.
instead of us sending our factoring out, we will be able to factor all the flat fee dispatcher clientele we bring in. And we don't get a percentage, like 10% of the whatever that factory company is making. We get what that factory company would have been making because we are not a factory company and we are making it. You get it?
Slowly.
All right.
Yeah, I got it.
When we were set up before, we were referring vendors over to a factory company. Factory company would pay us $250 or $200. Each person that we brought over to them to pay us 10% of their factory. 10% of what the factory company is making.
Okay.
Right? If the factory company was making from a client, let's say $50,000 per year, right?
Right.
Minus 10%, we would have been getting just $5,000 a year. You see how that works?
Right.
But because we are not a factoring company, we don't get that $5,000 a year. We get that $50,000 a year. Aha!
Mm.
You see how that works?
Yeah, I got it now.
Which means the members, the branch owners cut, which is 25% across the board, because you all get 25% across the board on everything that we provide, right?
Right.
Which means the way we were doing it before, the branch owner was getting 25% of the $5,000, right? If their branch was the one that referred those people in to the factory, right? They was only getting 25% of that, which was $1,250, right? Right? Now,
It's 50 grand.
they're getting 25% of 50 grand. That's a big difference in your commission, is it not?
It is.
And
Yes,
that's just on your factory. Now, get this: the member specialist.
There's 25% of that.
Exactly. The member specialist who brings in someone to the factory. Look at your percentage
All right.
off of one factoring client. Now, if that, a lot of people say, well, that's 31.25 per year. Yeah, but that's just one client. If you went out and you got 10 clients, what's that? At 31.25?
That's 31,000.
That's 31,000 a year. And that's just on the factory.
Of one company.
Well, no, that's just on the factory of bringing in 10 companies.
Well, yeah, right. Okay,
10 per month. And if you're bringing in 10 per month like that, guess what? Your yield is going up by that what? That 31,250. Bring in 10 the next month, you just increase your, if we're doing $50,000 a year, in factoring fees, you just increase that to $16,500 a year. You bring in 10 the next month. You see how that's working? That's another 31,250.
Would you get a bonus with that as well?
Your bonuses are, we haven't worked that out yet. All the bonuses are predicated on the dispatching and the owner-op program. We have to check to see what our overhead is on the factory. We have to run the numbers to see if we're going to be able to offer a bonus on that. We probably will be, but we just have to run the number. I don't want to say that we will right now. After we run the numbers and do what we need to do, then we'll look into it. Because we got tax. But our taxes is based on everything, and then we have a payroll tax and all this other stuff. You all are 1099, so you got to pay your taxes on what you make also too. And we have to file for our deductions on how many people are on 1099. So we got to run the numbers before I can definitively say, yeah, we're going to give you a 25% bonus on that like we do with everything else.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, chances are we will.
Right.
Because it's significant money. It is significant money.
Yes,
now,
it is.
Now, here is the great thing about it is this. As branch owners and representatives of Assurance USA, you all can brand this to anybody. They don't have to be signed up with us. They don't have to be part of our flat fee dispatch. They don't have to be part of our owner-op program. The people who come in and take a look at our dispatching and say, well, it's not for me. But guess what? You can turn around and say, well, we have a factoring division. Let me take your information and show you what we can do for you as far as because you want to get your money fast, right?
Right. Yeah, that's another thing.
And if you have a factory company already, let's see if we can save you some money. Do you see the opportunities that are now open up across the entire industry?
Yes.
Yes, but I got a question.
Yeah.
My question is, once let me see how I can say this. We can't recoup funds, or we can't see an income, let's put it like that, until we reach that yearly anniversary, or will we get it every month? No,
you're getting your factory fees every month, like we get ours. I was just showing you what it totals up to.
Okay, I got you.
Someone who did $50,000 a year worth of factory. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, because those numbers, they're going to vary. So you're going to have some people at what? At 2.25% where we're making 1.15%.
Yeah, some at 5%.
Some people who are at what? 3.25% where we're making what? 1.75%. Some people who are at 4% where we're making 2%. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's going to vary. So you kind of have to do your projections on yearly totals. But you're going to get your money each month like you do with everything else.
Okay.
Okay?
Gotcha.
But the sheer fact that the entire industry is now, you know, is now your, you know, your client potential pool. Literally, you all are now literally part of a factoring company. Assurance USA, Financial,
Yeah.
and Factoring. So that's an added opportunity that we have just opened up for all of our people within Assurance USA. That gives you an added opportunity. Now, it doesn't stop there. Now, as I said before, we can't factor those carriers who are signed on to our authority because we are the actual client, but we can't be the client and the provider. But everybody else we can factor to. That's a big everybody else, right? That's a big pool, right?
Yeah.
All right, does everybody, I want to make sure everybody sees the potential here. I don't want to just make one people say, I got it. Does everybody see the potential?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
I got a question. I got another question. Do we only have to factor to trucking industries? If we're a factoring company, can we factor outside of trucking?
I'm not sure of. I think we can factor outside of trucking.
Right, because if they're dealing with hedge fund money, then I mean, it's going to get it back.
Now that depends on how our financial backers are viewing what they want to take a risk in. Okay, so that's a good question for us to ask them, and their representative will be on our broadcast, on one of our Monday night broadcasts.
I'll be ready for them.
That's coming up shortly. I don't think it's going to be this Monday night. It might be next Monday night. But right now, we just sent them over all of our paperwork that we needed to get in to be set up to become their partner under their ambassador program. Okay, we just sent them, you know, our articles of incorporation, our, you know, banking information, our, you know, we had to send them all our banking information, right. Articles of incorporation. We had to send them our POC3. We had to send them our EIN number, our DOTMC, all that type of stuff. We had to send them everything. We had to send them, you know, the address of our company and you know, how we are registered with the state of Florida, all that stuff. So we just got them all of that. They are now processing it and getting us onboarded as their partner and ambassador, so they can start funding us to make this stuff happen. Okay, now that's on the factory. So we are now a factoring company. We will be a factoring company. So you all will be able to promote and brand factoring. Huge, monumental. Okay, monumental step. Now, on top of that, they are also enabling us to do truck leasing, truck and trailer leasing, and financing. Now, you want to talk about something that's even bigger than, that's not on the same scale as factoring. That is huge. Huge. Huge.
Oh, yeah.
Because they are a fan, they are a believer and a fan of, guess what? Revolving lines of business credit. So we will have the ability, each of you will have the ability to help owner operators purchase trucks, new and used, to purchase trailers, new and used, or they can lease a trailer through you all. Does anybody have an idea how big that is?
Oh, yeah. If you take the same company that brother man just signed up with 350 trucks. What if you had an account where you just lease out all their tractors, trailers, whatever?
Exactly, because that's on the dispatcher side, and we can do that factory.
Right.
We can lease them trailers.
So they don't have to worry about nothing. They just come to us for
Exactly.
factoring, truck and trailer financing, everything.
Oh, you haven't heard the best of it. You haven't heard the rest of it yet. Okay, but let's handle one thing at a time. Okay, so now we're able to handle truck financing, trailer financing, truck leasing, and trailer leasing. And as you all know, these revolving lines of credit allows for owner operators to come in, a person to buy a truck, $140,000 truck, you get a $225,000 business line of credit. If your interest only is 3.25%, if you went out and you put on your business line of credit card $140,000 truck, you'll be paying somewhere in the neighborhood of $475,000 to $500,000 a month. You're just paying the interest on it. And really not paying that on the truck, you're paying that on your what? The card, because that's what you owe back on the card, not on the truck. Because the truck's not paid for. The truck is yours. You have a title to it. Woo! Did I just not say a lot? Did I just not say a lot? You walk into a new truck dealership, you see a shiny Volvo or a Freightliner or a, whatever, Peterbilt, and it's for $140,000. You go up there and you slap down your business line of credit card, revolving line of credit card, and they say, what's this? I want to buy that truck and I want to put it on my card. Oh, okay. They run it, swipe it, 140 G's. They come back, start working the paperwork, get you your registration, get you your tag, and your title. Because the truck is paid for. Is it not? Is the truck not paid for?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, because you already have the revolving line of credit. You already got the loan. You already got the revolving line of credit. You're not paying back the truck. You're paying back the revolving line of credit.
Right. Whatever you borrow, you put it back. On the
exactly. And you don't have to really pay it off. You can just pay the interest for the first year. Just pay the interest on it. Oh, yeah. So if you're just paying the interest, 3.25%, right? Let's do some real numbers here so I can show y'all some real numbers. So I don't want y'all to think
it's like 275, right?
Yeah, I don't want y'all, I don't want people to think I think we're making that up. 140,000, revolving line of credit, minus 3.25%. That's $45.50 a year, right? That's $45.50. So that's the interest.
75.
That's your interest. $45.50 a year. That's your interest payment. And if you're doing an interest on the payment, you're not trying to get off. You're just trying to keep the revolving line of credit good so you can keep the car good.
Right.
Right? So you take that, you divide that by 12 months, but that's the interest per year. $379.
79.
Plus whatever fees, because you're gonna have what? The other stuff. You're gonna have your insurance and all that other stuff that's added into it. So you gotta come up to somewhere. You gotta come up somewhere. I'm in the neighborhood of paying for your truck, right? Under $500-600 a month. Now, with that being said, can you afford to run some cheap freight?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, you can run $1.25 a mile freight and still make money. Because you have such a low start. Now, if you're also taking advantage of our factory and you're taking advantage of our fuel card program where you don't pay full price for fuel, taking advantage of our truck maintenance program where you ain't got to worry about your maintenance and all that stuff, you got a brand new truck anyway, so you ain't probably got to worry about that anyway. But just on that alone, you're saving enough money where you can go out and run $1.25 per mile freight. But if you're running what the national average is right now, $1.89, 769 miles, that's 1453, right? Run 4 of those a week. times 4.33 weeks in a month, that's $25,000 per month minus what? On average, $550 a month for your truck costs, your truck payments.
Yeah, I thought you said $379.
Yeah, but I'm talking about you got your other fees on top of that, though.
Okay.
There's other fees on top of that. So, but either way, you might be around $575 after paying all your fees. No, realistic. You're still making $24,598. Then if you get our fuel discount program where you're not paying full price on your fuel, right? Right? Average fuel right now is $2.79, $2.72, right?
Okay.
Right? But what if you go to our fuel program and you're only paying $2 or $2.25? Significant savings on your fuel, right?
Yep.
Right. Because if you got, all right, let's remember that 24,598. All right. So if you got your fuel and you're only paying 2.25 on your fuel, right? That's per gallon. And if you're running 769 miles, you're gonna need how many gallons? 769 divided by 5.56. That's about what your truck gonna get per gallon. Per mile. You know, 138 gallons, right? Y'all see how that works? I know I'm teaching y'all some stuff here. 138 gallons. What you're gonna need to make that run. Now the normal person, everybody else paying $2.79, you may be paying $2.25. So there's a difference here. Everyone else is paying $2.79. They're paying $385 just to make that run, right? You're paying, what we at here? What was that? What we at? What was that? 138 gallons. Okay, there we go. 138.309. All right. So, and now you're paying you're paying $311.19 versus everyone else is paying. What were they paying? It's on here somewhere.
385.
Was it 385? Yeah, it's 385.88. So
you're making about $70, $74 on that run.
yeah,
Just
yeah. I mean, you're saving on average. I'm $74 a run. So if you take that 74.6 times 4 runs, $298 a week is basically what you're saving.
It's almost $1,000, almost $1,000 a month.
No, that's more than $1,000. That's $1,292.
Yeah.
But in fuel savings, you're saving more than $15,500 a year. Now the reason why I bring this up, because guess what else we get to offer? We get to be a provider of fuel discount cards. Now, on the fuel discount card, remember, we get to be a truck financing company, but you all get 25% of what we make on that too, on the financing and the leasing. As branch owners and members, you get 25% of what the branch gets. And also, through our partnership with our financial partner, we're able to promote and provide fuel discount cards. We can get them for our owner operators who are running, okay, and save them money. Now, we can't make money on that because that's us. But our operators get to save money if they're running underneath our authority, right?
We don't get 25% on the fuel cards.
No, we can't get that money. We can't make it on our own operators who are running underneath our authority.
Oh, okay.
Because the fuel cards is really us. It's for us, our company. They are running under our authority. They are RBBS, Assurance USA Trucking. It's on the side of their trucks.
Yes.
So we can't be the client and the provider. You understand?
Again,
right.
double dipping.
Yeah, but we can promote our fuel cards to everybody else in the industry.
And we make 25% on that.
Yes, because we get our percentage on it. You all get 25% of what the company makes on it as member specialists. No, as branch owners, and then the member specialists get 25% of what the branch gets. If you bring someone in and if you add someone, if you sell someone the fuel program, fuel card program. You see how that works?
That's a question, Calvin.
Sure.
So basically, the operators that come on under the flat fee dispatcher, they're qualified for that?
Yes. Everybody is qualified for it. Everybody's qualified for it. We can't get paid on the ones who are under our authority for it. We can get paid on everybody else.
Right.
So the ones who are running the authority, they are us. We can't get paid on our own. We're the client. We can't be the client and the provider. But for everybody else who is not running under our authority, including those people who are using our flat fee dispatch because they're not under our authority, they have their own authority. We can get paid on those. We can get paid on everybody else in the industry. We can get paid on people who say, well, you know what, I want to use y'all stuff. Y'all whack. I don't want to run under your authority. I don't want no flat fee dispatches. But I do want that fuel card program. I do want that factory. I do want to buy me a truck using our finance company. I do want to lease me a trailer. You see how so many more opportunities have just opened up to us by forming this partnership.
The fuel card becomes bait.
Yeah. So you got to look at what this partnership is bringing to us as a company, as an industry powerhouse. Because we have literally just become an industry powerhouse. And not only do we get the leasing and financing and the fuel cards, we get the truck repair and maintenance provider. Now this is huge when you come up to offering this to like the guy that got the 350 trucks.
And Mr. Butler, can an independent dispatcher promote the fuel card for the Assurance USA as a part of their offering to operators?
So if you're running your own dispatch firm, right?
Yes.
Outside of Assurance USA.
Right.
And you offer the fuel, yes, you can. You can offer the factory, because Assurance USA is going to get paid on that. Because we are the factory company. We are the fuel discount card provider. We are the truck financing company. We are the truck repair and maintenance program provider. All these things you can offer. Actually, anybody can offer it. Joe Blow off the street can say, hey, go over to Assurance USA and get this fuel card program. Now, Joe Blow on the street might not get paid for it because he's not with Assurance USA.
Right.
Now, if you're an independent dispatch firm, you can do it. But if you're not on the Assurance USA platform, you can't get paid for it.
Right.
You understand?
Yes, I do.
Okay. This is why being a part of our network, the National Dispatchers Network, has so many benefits when it comes to opportunities. Because I know a lot of you all, when y'all signed up for the RBBS Logistics National Dispatch, you didn't expect all this. You really did. I purposely don't tell you all when y'all call up and say, hey, tell me about your training program. I leave this part out. I purposely do. But I want you to join the platform based on what the platform has to offer. It is credentialed. I want you to join the platform just simply to get into the Insurance USA. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I want each platform, each thing that we offer, I want it to stand on its own. I want it to have the credibility and the clarity and the ability to stand on its own credentials. But once you get in, then you all get exposed to all this other stuff that we have to offer, the other opportunities that come with being part of the National Dispatchers Network. I told y'all from the very beginning, the National Dispatchers Network is more than just a network that teaches you how to book freight. Did I not tell you all that?
Yeah.
Okay. We are showing you all how to position yourself in the path of opportunity. And you all really should be learning an underlying lesson. The underlying lesson is not all this stuff that we have now that we can provide within Assurance USA. But the underlying lesson that I'm trying to get you all to learn is learn how and learn it from watching us do it. Because you all have watched us put ourselves in the path of opportunity. Have you not?
Yeah.
So I want you all to learn how to do the same thing, and not just doing it within Assurance USA, but learn how to do that in whatever you do. If you're doing real estate, learn how to put yourself in the path of opportunity. If you're doing something else, travel agency, learn how to put yourself in the path of opportunity. If you're doing your own dispatch thing, learn how to put yourself in the path of opportunity. And what causes that is what? A very simple thing that each and everybody can do, and what you can control. You have 100% control of it. Does anybody know what that is?
Growth.
No. What's the one thing that you can do that would cause you to be able to spot opportunities and see opportunities and be able to put yourself in the path of opportunity, to be able to create your companies and your platforms in a manner that's going to attract opportunities? What's the one thing, the very simple thing that you must do, and everybody has 100% control of it?
Networking?
No. I tell y'all this all the time. What do you have to change?
What do you mean change?
Yeah, what do you have to change in order to make this happen?
You gotta sacrifice.
That too, but there's something you gotta change about yourself in order to make all this happen, in order to be able to see these opportunities, in order to be able to develop your company and put it in the path of opportunity.
Think outside the box.
Your thinking. You gotta change the way you think. You gotta change the way you think.
I do that already though, bro.
I mean, but that's the one thing that everybody has 100% control of. It's the way you think. The way you think about money, the way you think about finance, the way you think about banking, the way you think about business, the way you think about the industry. Because everything that we do is outside of the box of what everybody else is thinking about the industry. Is it not?
Oh yeah.
And by us changing the way we think and the way we look at the industry and the way we see it, has allowed us to progress to a point where we are attracting financial partners who have the power, the finance, and the ability to pay us years in advance what would have taken us a year, 2 years from now to accomplish. We can do it right now. Because we changed the way we thought. We changed the way we saw the industry. Everybody else in the industry, y'all know we was posting stuff on Facebook a while back. Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all can't make that happen. How you gonna do that? How you gonna pay a company 100%? How you gonna do this? How you gonna do that? How you gonna do dispatching and only get paid $250 a week? How you gonna give a minimum rate on per mile guarantee? How you gonna do that? They were stuck in they were stuck in the way the majority of the population is thinking.
And they were stuck on stupid.
I don't want to say that, but they were stuck on doing things the way it's always been done. You can't break away from the pack doing things the way the pack is doing it.
Yeah.
Right?
You're right.
I mean, it's something as simple as a race. If the dogs are all running in the race, I don't know how many of y'all go to JCKC. If the dogs are running in a race, if they're all matching the speed of the dog that's beside them, ain't nobody gonna win. Right?
Right.
You gotta break away from the pack. You gotta do something that all the rest of the dogs not doing. You gotta change your stride. You gotta quicken your step. You gotta get a lower field of gravity. You gotta cut through the wind faster. You see what I'm saying? And that's all we've done. We've changed the way we look at the industry. Everybody else is saying, well, normally this is how you do it. That's how it's done. And I don't see how you're gonna be able to do that. So they were not willing to abandon the old trappings, abandoning the old strategies, abandoning how they see how everyone else sees the industry, and look at the industry in a new light. Come up with different ways, new ways of doing something. Our ways are so new, we were able to get a trademark and a patent. That tells you right there, we were not thinking like everybody else. That right there proves that Assurance USA is not following the path of everyone else. By changing the way we view the industry and things that are going on within the industry. Everybody else, but if you want to sign on to the authority, you're only going to get 65 to 85%. That means I know a couple of small companies that are paying upward towards 90%, but they so small nobody even knows who they are. Here we come along. Now we're gonna let you keep 100% of your low fees. Man, y'all crazy. I'm gonna do that. But by doing that, not only were we able to do it, but by doing it, we attracted what? A financial powerhouse that's willing to partner with us. Not loan us money, but partner with us. Now, that's huge. That's huge. So they saw our potential. They saw that we were not thinking like everybody else. They looked and said, oh, the way they're set up, they're gonna do it. Like I said, they have the potential to put $40 billion in circulation within the first 3 years. That's what really got it. Hope y'all understand that. When you are showing projection, real numbers, and you have a solidified, true, honest way of getting to those numbers, and you project that, and then people with that type of money look at it and say, you know what? They can actually do that. It's going to take them 3-4 years to do it, but we have the resources for them to accomplish it now. And by us partnering with them and combining our resources, not only are we going to help them to do that now, but we're going to get our percentage of that $40 billion a year. Y'all see where the opportunity come in at?
Oh, yeah.
You see how your thinking has to change? This is deeper than just booking freight, y'all. I hate to tell y'all, this is way deeper than just booking freight. Okay, because we're not here just to book freight. We're here to build an industry powerhouse. That was our goal from the beginning. Now, yes, companies out there that are just looking to book freight, yeah, fine. Do it the old-fashioned way. Keep doing what you're doing, and you'll have some measure of success. We in the Assurance USA platform, we are out to create. We are out to create multimillionaires and billionaires. Now, you can laugh at that. You can say, man, y'all crazy as hell. But sit back and watch what happens. Sit back and watch what happens. Yeah, I know we come on here, we're very informed. I don't wear a suit and tie or anything. This is the new normal, right? But this is the new normal. This is the face of multi-billion and trillion-dollar companies. Believe it or not, remember I talked about that shift in power about 6 months ago when I was telling y'all about that? about the shift in the financial markets and companies that you normally look at and think, well, those are the powerhouse companies? Remember I told y'all about that? About in this new normal things that they're gonna be a shift?
Yes.
Y'all remember we talked about that, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Y'all not see the shift coming now?
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah,
why.
for sure.
That's why I wanted to get on with it. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, you see it plain as day now. Not just within what we're doing, but look at what's going on in the world right now. The shift. I mean, you know, all these companies, JCPenney, Sears, Toys R Us, Neiman Marcus, all out of business. These are powerhouses within the industry, right?
Yep.
Right?
That's right.
Powerhouses. Never going anywhere. Neiman Marcus never going anywhere. JCPenney still, they're all gone. Toys R Us, yeah, they're gone. And the companies nobody really thought, Amazon's step up out of nowhere. Now they're the most profitable business on the face of the planet.
Look out for Tesla too.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yes.
Tesla.
Yes, sir.
All these companies that were breaking the norm, that changed the way they thought about a certain thing, a product, or a business. Alibaba, Tesla, Amazon, Facebook, all these companies that broke the norm. Watch what happens next. Somebody's gonna pay $10 billion or more for TikTok.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's another one. Oh yeah.
You sit here and say, Calvin, you crazy, but watch what I tell you now. Watch what I tell you. And it's gonna happen within the next year.
And Trump is promoting it.
Trump is stupidly promoting it. It's gonna backfire on it. It's gonna backfire on it. He thinks he's driving them out of business, but all he's doing is he's making them right for these other companies like Microsoft and Facebook and, you know, Yahoo and all these.
And Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, and Amazon. He's making it possible for these people to actually put together an offer to TikTok and solidify and secure TikTok forever. So the only problem that he has raised is the fact that they are a Chinese, they are a company which is governed by Chinese rule, and the company is actually going against the government's policy.
That's why they're here.
Exactly. But because the government at any time can say, well, we're taking it over, that's the threat part. But if they're bought by a U.S. company, then the threat no longer exists, right?
Exists, right? Yeah, exactly.
When before, TikTok was not even considering taking an offer. Now they are very much taking bids.
Same thing with, like I said, same thing with Kaepernick. He wasn't worth $80 million, but they're saying that's what his value is now. He wouldn't have made that at San Francisco if Trump hadn't opened his mouth.
Yeah, because why? You got to go. Why? Because that's the value of sacrifice.
Right.
You can't make these type of gains without sacrifice. You can't make these type of gains without putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. The truest definition of an entrepreneur is this: someone who is willing to live a short portion of their life the way no one else will, in order to live the rest of their life where everyone else can. Did you get that?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Say it again.
True entrepreneurship is being willing to live a short portion of your life, year, 2 years, whatever the case may be, 3 years, the way no one else will. Like when I moved out of my apartment, when I had to when I needed more money to put into developing this platform, I moved out of my apartment, which was a nice apartment, all that other stuff, because I had to cut my expenses. and I moved into a storage unit for 10 months. A storage unit. Moved into a storage unit for 10 months. Now, the majority of people wouldn't do that, right?
Right.
Yeah, I was willing to live 10 months the way no one else wanted to, the way no one else would, in order to live the rest of my life the way everyone else can.
Amen. Amen.
You understand? That's true entrepreneurship, because it's the sacrifice that helps get you there. You know, we had someone to ask on one of our weekly trainings, you know, I have a problem with asking someone to do all this work and to dispatch this many dozen for only $62. So they clearly did not understand the difference between work and opportunity. That's the difference. It's a sacrifice. And in fact, they really would not ask you anybody to do anything. Because everybody who's a part of our platform, who's a part of Assurance USA, you all volunteer, right?
Oh, yeah.
No one asked you to do anything. I put it out there and say, here's what we have. Here's what it's going to take. Here's what it pays. Here's what you're going to have to do to make it happen. And if you say, hey, I'm all in. So no one is asking anybody to do anything. That person does not have to ask not one of you all to do something that you haven't already agreed to do. But that's opportunity. And very few people know how to take advantage of the opportunity or willing to sacrifice to take advantage of an opportunity. Just look at the makeup of the wealth right now. Look at it. 90% of the population, the world's population, 90% of the world's population is either just doing mediocre or they're living in poverty. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
Because only 10% of the population is wealthy, or 9.9%. It's actually wealthy, right? And then only 1% is independently wealthy. So if you look at that and you say to yourself, okay, if 90% of the people believe that a job is the way to go, if I tell you I want you to do this and I'm gonna pay you a fair wage of $12, $13, $14 an hour, versus I tell you I want you to do this, but you're not gonna get paid like that. You're gonna get paid 1 penny a day for every day you come to work, and every day you come to work, I'm gonna double your income, but at the end of 30 days, we're done. Only 1% or 10% of the population would choose that second half. Only 10% of the population would choose that second. So they're the only ones that have learned to think differently. Why are you gonna listen to 90% of the population that's telling you a job is the way to go? This is fair. It is fair. Do this to get paid that much money. That type of stuff. Why are you gonna listen to that 90% when they ain't doing squat? Right? That 90% is living check to check. That 90%, if something came up and they had a $5,000 bill that they had to pay like right away, or if something happened to $5,000, they'd be broke. They wouldn't be able to do it. They wouldn't be able to pay their mortgage or their rent. That's 90% of the population. But you're gonna listen to the majority. You're gonna listen to the 90% versus following the example. I'm not talking about just listening to the 10%. I'm not talking about just going on their word. I'm talking about just look at what they do and do what they do. Look at how they think and think how they think. So they're wealthy. They've done it. It's not a theory. They got the money in the bank. Or $50,000, something comes to me. Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. No one's asking you to go on their word. We're just saying, look at what they do. Look at the proof in the pudding. Do what the 10% does versus trying to do what the 90% does. Does that make sense to everybody?
Crystal clear.
And if you want to get to that next level, that independent wealth, do what the 1% does. We're at the point now where we are duplicating what the 1% does. Do y'all see that?
Yep.
That's where we are. That's what Assurance USA is doing. We are following the blueprint, or we're following in the path of the 1%. Because we were plainly putting things into effect that the 10% is putting in, and one of the 1%ers, they look and say, "Whoa, some guys down there, that 9%." No, they're doing some stuff that in about 5, 10 years, 5, 6, 7 years, they'll be up at that 1% independent wealth. But if we take some of our money and we go down there and partner with them, we can not only increase our wealth, but that's going to bring them up to their 1%. They're going to bring them up here to the 1% group this year. Not 5 years from now, not 10 years from now, but they can do it now, and we can increase our wealth at the same time.
What did you say the 9% name was? What was that called?
Those are wealthy.
Okay.
You have middle class and poverty. That's what you got. And that's a big divide in between that, right? There's a big divide between the middle class and those in poverty, right?
Oh, yeah.
Middle class makes up about 30% of the population. Y'all don't believe that, do you? The middle class makes up about 30% of the population. 10%, 9% or 10% or 9% is wealthy. That's 39%. 1% is independent wealthy. That's 40%. So 60% of all America, 60% of the world's population is now close to that poverty level. Am I lying?
You're telling the truth.
So who are you going to listen to? Whose example are you going to follow? Think about that for a minute. You're listening to a bunch of people that ain't got nothing. They haven't accomplished anything. They don't know how to. So they don't know, they refuse to change the way they think. Why are you listening to that group of people? That makes no sense whatsoever. Makes no sense whatsoever. We see it on Facebook all the time. We'll post something, you know, following the 1% or the 10%, we'll post something that we've gotten from the 1 or 10%, and the 90% criticize it. Do they not?
Oh, yeah.
Do they not? I see it all the time. I said, "Oh man, you just like all the other 1%ers." You doggone right. I'm trying to be just like the 1%ers. You know, don't get mad because someone else has seen the light and is working toward becoming successful. Don't get mad at someone else's success. And that's what a lot of it is. A lot of the discord and the bad comments and the trying to bring down what you are doing is from people who are envious. That's the only thing it's based in no fact, no due diligence, none of that. It's just based in sheer envy. They're envious of what you are becoming. They're envious in what you are doing. They're envious in your ability to be able to change the way you think. And they want to label you, "Oh, you're just reaching off the rest of us. You're just making money off the rest of us. You just, you're raping us. You're doing this." They come up with all kinds of terms to comfort themselves from the fact that I'm not living up to my potential. I'm jealous of that person because they see it and I haven't. They made the change and I didn't. They're taking the steps and I'm not. They're successful and I ain't. That's what it's all about. All the hate, it has nothing to do with your product. It has nothing to do with your company. it really doesn't. It's about their lack of success, their inability to change, their unwillingness to think a different way. That's what it's all about. Believe it or not, that's what it's all about. And you assure us, you were saying we have proven that. I mean, in the few short months that we have been doing this, we have grown immensely. We have, oh Lord have mercy, we are at the point now where we are truly a powerhouse in this industry. We are truly going to be able to offer things to owner operators and people within the industry that they just could not have imagined us doing, 6 months ago, or or whenever we started this. They just couldn't have imagined it. But here we are. Here we are. Right? Here we are.
Yep, right here.
Mr. Garmin knows we're here. I guarantee he knows. We had a long conversation with that number. We had a long conversation. A couple of nights ago, we had 2 long conversations. And look, I admire that man. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know his story, but Mr. Garmin he's a rare breed. He is a rare breed. And it's no coincidence that he is having the success that he is having. Because I'm gonna put this out there about it. He probably wouldn't want me to tell it, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. Mr. Garmin is doing this, I say out of just the sheer need to help other people, help bring up people within his own network. Because his branch, and you all don't know this, his branch, he is not making a dime from his branch. He is doing that for other people. They are making the money from his branch. The people who have brought along with him, who he's trying to get them to the point where they can realize financial success. My conversation with him, I was thrown aback. Wait a minute, hold up. You doing all this, you're not making any money from it? He goes, no, I'm just trying to help some other people. I'm just here to help them realize their dream. I am happy with where I am. I am debt-free. I am happy. I am content. There's nothing else that I need or really want. The only thing I want to do is help others to achieve the success that they have been seeking for so long. Is that not noble?
That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
That's exactly what it is. So there is no, you can't tell me that it's not a coincidence that he is experiencing, his network is experiencing, his branch is starting to experience the success that it is so fast. There is a correlation, people. Now, I can't say that I would do the same thing. I can't, there are certain things that I want to accomplish, certain things I'm still trying to get to a certain level. He has reached his level of contentment. That is something that everybody wishes they could be. Am I correct?
Oh, yeah.
So I applaud the man. God knows I applaud him. When you talk about gaining respect for someone, I mean, he can't get any more of my respect than what he has already. That's why I don't mind spending the time, going over stuff with him, helping him out, because he is truly doing this out of literally out of the goodness of his heart.
You don't want everybody else.
That's incredible. That's incredible. That goes to show you. That goes to show you the genuine inherent benefit of the opportunity that we're bringing before everyone. Because we attract somebody like that, and they look at us and say, you know what? I think I'm going to join that network. So they have the ability to help me and help my network get to the point that we're trying to get to, but they're on a fast track. That's where we're at. We're making leaps and bounds within this industry. And the more we accomplish, the more opportunities that are opened up for us to accomplish even greater things. Does everybody see that?
I
Yes.
see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. For the rest of the world out there, look, this is who we are. We are AssuranceUSA.net, NoCheapFreight.com, BuyDispatcher.org. That's who we are. You know, all this stems from the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. But our goal was not just to teach people how to book freight. Our goal was to teach people how to be successful in logistics. That was the difference in what we were bringing to the table and what everyone else was doing. And that's why we are continually moving right along, and more opportunities are opening up. And it's just, I am just, blown away by, the leaps and bounds that we are making within our platform. Now, I've got a lot to do this week. I always got a lot to do. Always there. Right after this program, those of you who have not been set up yet, I'm going to be calling you all today, right after this program. I want to get this done this weekend. I want to get it all done this weekend. I want to get everybody up and going onto the CNTMS, onto the insurance, onto the authorized.net toll-free number. Everybody who hasn't gotten theirs yet, I want to get it done this weekend. I did a couple of people before the show, before the broadcast, and it's a lengthy process. Okay, those of you who have gone through it know that it's a lengthy process, so be patient with it. On average, it takes about 45 minutes to an hour to set each person up. Some of you all, I don't have a whole lot to do, like Miss Pompey. I think I got one or two things that we need to do, or maybe just one thing. Some people got some one things here and there, so we get that knocked out real quick. Then those people who have to do the whole process, it's going to take about an hour. Okay, on average, it's going to take about an hour. So when I call you up, kind of be willing to put everything aside and just focus on what we are doing for that hour, so we can get it done and get it out the way. All right. Coming up, we should be fully set up. Hopefully, we should be fully set up with our new financial partner by the middle or the end of next week. We've given them everything that they have requested from us for their conglomerate to go in and do what they need to do and get us set up and get our licensing for the factoring and all that type of stuff, and get us set up with all that. So and then we'll start doing our logos and our branding. Oh, by the way, we are going to be doing co-branding with that company. It's going to be called co-branding, which means they have an entire marketing team. They have an entire, kind of love partnering up with companies like this. They have an entire marketing team that puts together, marketing videos, branding videos, commercials, whole 9 yards. And we can co-brand with them simply by allowing them to be in the videos, allowing them to have their company name alongside ours as a partner. Isn't that great?
That's wonderful.
Oh, look.
Saves
You
you
talking
a lot
about
of
saving
time.
money? Talking about saving money on an ad budget? Oh my God!
Oh, yeah.
Is that not? I mean, you can't. Oh,
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's nice.
I mean, you really can't beat that. That's all that and a bag of chips. Okay, that's huge. That's all that and a bag of chips. Also, what else have they got going on? Co-branding, co-marketing. Something else they got going on that I just found just incredible. It'll snap back to me here in a minute. Okay, the co-branding, the co-advertising. There was something else. That'll come to me in a second. But we now have an array of products and services that we can bring to the industry that's going to benefit the industry. And that's just incredible. That truly is incredible. Let's check to see if we got any questions from some of the people who were, let's see, we got a lot of stuff over here. Somebody says, my brother, happy Sabbath to you, Mr. Holloway. He just gives all rockets, I like that. So how do you get all these features? How do you get connected? Okay, Mr. Edwards. Jonathan Edwards has just, I hope they're still watching. Mr. Edwards, in order to get connected, you have to have yourself positioned to attract the financial backers. Okay, if that's what you're asking. If you're asking how can you get connected with these features, now if you're asking us how can you take advantage of what we are providing as a service or as a product, you simply contact us, okay? Go to our website at either assuranceusa.net or nocheapfreight.com, right? You can send us a message here, type in, you know, I want to take advantage of the fuel card program. I want to take it, I need to get that, you know, the factory, or whatever the case may be. Just send us a message. Fill out this information, send us a message, and a member specialist will contact you. In fact, just by coming to the website, a member specialist is going to contact you anyway. Because anytime someone comes to the website, all of our member specialists get alerted on the app that someone is on the site. And if they're from the state that they are a member specialist, they're going to contact you. They're going to make contact with you. And you can request you to talk to them or whatever the case may be, and we'll make contact with them. But you simply just go in and just choose a message, say, hey, you know, I need this type of service, I need that type of service, I need this, I need that, I need that. Now, if your question is more along the lines of how can you get set up to offer these types of things, you have to create one or two ways you can do it. I can't just say, hey, go talk to this company. They're not going to talk to you if you're not set up. If you're not set up in a way that they can see your potential. The way it was explained to me is they only offer ambassadorships and partnerships to companies that show the potential to generate $1 million account per year. Just that simple. In other words, you have to create something or create a company or create, something that has real potential. You can't just walk up to them and say, hey, hook me up, brother. No, it doesn't work that way. There are no hookups. We can't just hook you up. No, we can't do it. Okay, you have to be worthy. I'm not worthy. You gotta be worthy, to do this, to be connected, to attract the financial powerhouses that come in and they connect with people. These people don't, these types of companies of financial backers, they don't waste their time with someone they don't think is gonna pan out. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be mean, but you got to do your part, right?
Exactly right, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do your part. You can't just step into this. You got to be willing to make that sacrifice. You got to put something together. You got to do the work. You don't just walk up and say, hey, hook me up. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to show your hand first. Put the work together. Sacrifice. Put the work together. Right? Build yourself a network. Build yourself a company. Get yourself a trademark. Get yourself a patent. Do all the things that are going to attract those type of people. And if you do that, you will attract them. They're looking for you like you're looking for them. They really are. But they're not gonna notice you if you're not doing anything to make yourself noticeable. Right? And I'm not talking about just saying, hey, I want it. You actually gotta create something that shows up on their radar, potential-wise. All right. Mr. Evans, I hope I answered your question. I really did, and I hope you're still watching. I'll try to respond to you by texting to you, replying to you on this. But I hope you got the answer you were looking for, and I hope you did address your question. Mike Shayla is saying, how much do you save on your fuel card? Mr. Shayla, I don't know that just yet, but I do know you are saving. If you're saving 25 cents, is that not worth it? You're paying 25 cents less than you were paying before, right? Everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, whatever you're saving, you're saving. It may be, I don't know what it is yet. We would know that once we finish getting set up with them and doing all the things that we need to do. And once they have us all set up, then we'll be able to break that down to you. Okay? But as of right now, we don't know. Let me go and respond to that right quick.
So basically, Calvin, all this that we are talking about won't take effect until another
Hold
week.
on, let me mute this. Hold on, y'all. I gotta mute. I gotta turn that off. All right. All right. Let me go ahead and respond to him. Let me reply to him. Chapter 7. I was trying to get down to all these. Okay, reply to Mike. All right. All right. Don't know that as of yet. But whatever the savings, it will allow you to pay less than full price. Maybe it may be 25 cents per gallon, or greater, or less. We will have exact savings after we are there. You go. All right. Because we're sharing on y'all know we're sharing on a whole bunch of different groups here tonight, groups here today. We're on about 52, I'm sorry, we're on 41 different groups right here on this page. And on this page, we are, I think we're on about 9 or 10. So we're all over the place today. And I want to thank all those places that are allowing us to broadcast live on their sites, on their group pages. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate the networking that we all do. I allow a lot of people to post stuff on our sites and stuff when they're promoting stuff. So we love the fact that there are groups out there that will act in kind. So we appreciate that. We really, really, really do, because it's all about networking. It really is. That's why we have these I can have these in private, with our network, all week, but we podcast them because we want you all to learn something. We want you all to benefit from our experience, from our knowledge, from our growth. We want you all to benefit from it too. We want you all to learn how to think differently about certain things, not just this industry, but about money in general, about finances. That's why we talk a lot about investing, about using Robinhood and Acorns. We talk about stuff like investing into companies that are producing the vaccine for this deadly virus that is plaguing the planet, really, especially our country. So we talk about a lot of stuff like that, and I know people say, "Well, that's not really associated," but it's associated with helping people to become financially aware. Okay, it's helping people to experience that growth that they need to get away from being worried about how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that, how I'm going to pay for this, how I'm going to pay for that. Okay, so yeah, we do a lot more than what the average logistics learning group does or training group does, because we're not just a logistics training group. We're here to teach everyone how to become successful entrepreneurs, and we do a lot of that by example. Okay? We don't just come in here and talk about, because I don't know, there are a lot of places out there, all they do is talk about what's possible, right? Right? They talk about what you can do, what you should do, or what you're supposed to do, and what the industry says to do, but they don't really do it. Right? We do it. We're not talking about stuff that we heard about. We're talking about stuff that we are doing. We're talking about accomplishments that we are accomplishing. And that's the big difference. That's the big difference. So, keep that in mind when you're looking for a network to join or a training group to join, stuff like that. Okay. So that's what we do. That's what we are. That's what we do. And we are going to change this industry. We really are. We are going to bring things to the industry that is going to cause people to sit up and take notice. We're gonna make a lot of people multi-millionaires. We're gonna make some of you all billionaires. Now you can sit back and say, "Man, that guy I don't know, he's just talking outside of his neck." Okay, well, I was talking outside of my neck 6 months ago when I said I was gonna do a certain thing and we did it. I was talking outside of my neck 3 months ago when I said we was gonna do certain things and we did it. I was talking out of my neck just 3 weeks ago when I said that we was going to create our own finance company, our own leasing company, and all this other stuff. And now we're set to do that and more right now. And so if I'm talking outside of my neck, you might want to stand on the side of me so you can hear better. Make sense?
You also forgot about the auto haul division.
Oh yes, we haven't even talked about that, auto haul division. And there's other stuff that we done put on the back burner, and we're gonna revisit later. Our own load board and things like that. And we talked about the other day how we're gonna create an internal load board. Of how we're gonna be able to bring loads in and have it with our own operators and just go and they can dispatch themselves. Just go and pick loads, because all the loads that are gonna be on our internal load board, all the drive-in loads that is on our internal load board, are gonna be above $2 per mile. All the flatbed loads that are going to be on our load board, they're above $2.50 a mile. All the refrigerator loads that are on our internal load board, they're above $3 per mile. So the real all you got to do is go and pick what you want and go run it. And you keep 100% of everything you run. Oh, yeah. Y'all, you see how, and did we not show you all how just by changing the way you look at something, changing the way you think about something, allows you all to make that happen? Did we not show you all that? People in the network, when we did that just the other day, showing you all how you can take what's already out there and create an internal load board that reflects the numbers that your carriers are looking for. Did we not show you all that just the other day?
Yes.
And by just and all you had to do was just change the way you look at something that already existed, right?
Right.
That's all you had to do. You just had to see it in a different light. Change the way you see it. Change the way you think about it. Change the way you perceive it. All this, that's something that you totally have 100% control of. Just change the way you think about something. Change the way you do something. You have 100% control of that. That's the frightening part about it. That's the frightening part about it. Every human being has the ability to change the way they see certain things, thus change their reality. Well, that's deep. I want to write that one down. Yeah, a lot of this stuff it just comes to me as we're talking. Okay. Now it's amazing that in my younger years I had a stuttering problem so bad that I stopped breathing 3 times. I mean, literally, I choked to death on my own words. That's how bad my stuttering problem was. I was stuttering so bad, I'm trying to say some people just hit me in the back of the head. Get it out! Seriously. It's like I needed a jump start. Oh, okay, I got it. I can laugh about it now, but boy, back then, it was something else. But I had to change the way I perceived the thoughts that was in my head and the words that I was trying to get out. That's all it took. That's all it took. That was my first lesson in controlling who I am by changing the way I think. That's all it took. And now I make my living talking. That's amazing. Don't you think? That's amazing. I can go from not being able to say 2 words without getting stuck. Go from the point of where I literally choked to death, where my heart stopped, had to be resuscitated because I choked on my words. 3 times that happened. To now, I get on here and I talk, hours at a time, just talk. Y'all can't shut me up. Probably say, well, I wish that cat would just shut the hell up. Because I changed the way I thought. I changed the way my mind was trying to get stuff out. I had to change the way I saw it. I had to change the way I think about my words. And that was
I have a question for you, Calvin.
Yeah.
So you're saying that within the next week or 2, we should be able to offer the owner operators that are coming on or the flat fee dispatch the option of the fuel card, factoring and stuff like that.
I'm saying that within a week or 2, we should be able to offer everybody in the industry that. Whether they're coming on with us or not. They don't have to be part of our flat fee dispatch.
Okay.
In order for us to offer them these services and us get paid on them. Right. Now, if they're part of our flat fee dispatch, that's a bonus for us and a bonus for them. But it's a bonus for us and a blessing for them. A bonus for us and a benefit for them. You see what we're saying?
Yeah.
We are no longer just an internal provider of these things. We are an industry provider of these things. That's how huge this moment is. We have literally become a Triumph International or what's the other factory company? PBS factory. We have just become that. We have literally become, what's these companies that finance trucks? We have just become a company that can finance, tractors and trailers. We've just become a truck leasing and trailer leasing company. We have just become a provider of maintenance plans and repair plans. We have just become an insurance, a truly insurance provider now, where we can get people signed up for the truck insurance. Oh, I know the other thing I was about to tell you all. Another thing they said that another thing that we're going to be able to do. We are going to. Do y'all know how 1 hour authority? You go through 1 hour authority and you get with them and they help you to get your authority.
Say that again.
You know how you when you go to these companies that help you keep your authority, like 1 hour authority and authority
Right,
one,
right.
huh?
Or you get him to sign up.
Right? We would now be able to assist people with getting their authority. We'll be able to set up companies in their own authority.
You're putting me on that list.
And in doing so, we'll be able to set them up with their factoring, with their insurance, with their BOC3s, with their all that stuff. And we'll be able to get paid on it. Is that not huge?
That's huge. When does
It
that
is.
when does that take place?
When we get set up, like I said, we've given them everything we needed to give them that they've asked for to set us up with their ambassador program. You know, once they get us set up with the process, I'm not sure how long it's going to take. It shouldn't take no more than a week or two. But once they get us all set up with their ambassador program, we would become one of those companies that can offer everything that the industry needs. Think about it. We have our own owner-op program. Guys that don't have the authority can sign on and get underneath the authority. And after they get some experience, they're running for a while, and they express the need to say, you know what? I think I'm ready to step out on my own. What can we do? Do we just lose them? No, we said, all right, great. Let us help you out with that. Right?
Yeah, at least you a couple more trucks.
Yeah, let us help you out. Let us help you get set up with your authority. Let us help you build your trucking company by leasing your trailers from us and leasing your trucks from us or financing your truck from us. Let us help you with your factory now because you're no longer underneath our authority. Now we can be your factory company. We make money from it now, right?
Right.
Do y'all see the vast opportunity that we suddenly have available to us with this partnership?
Absolutely.
Are we truly not a powerhouse within the industry? How many companies do y'all know who are set up like that? How many? There are companies that do this and do that and do a little bit of this. But come on, really? How many companies that are set up to do everything that needs to be done logistically within the industry? How many?
It's a one-stop shop.
There you go. There you go. Couldn't have said it better myself. You know? And even those carriers who were with us and decided they're ready to break out on their own, we can still offer them something.
Yes.
We can still offer them something. Offer them a way to still be connected, with us. Whether it's on their insurance, because they're gonna need their insurance, right? Whether it's on their authority, because they're gonna need their authority. Whether it's on their factory, they're gonna need the factory. Whether it's on them getting more trucks, they're gonna need to have a way to finance those trucks or to lease those trucks. Whether it's on getting more trailers, they're gonna need a way to get more trailers. And we can still dispatch for them if we choose to, or if they choose to. You're talking about client retention. We should be able to retain 99.9% of all our clientele indefinitely in one form or fashion. And you all, as branch owners and member specialists, your opportunity, the scale of your opportunity just shot up 1,000%. Did it not?
Oh,
Did
yeah.
it not?
Yeah, it did.
I mean, think about it. Branch owners. when you all signed up for this, you all saw a great opportunity on just getting paid for what? The flat fee dispatcher. One thing, right?
Yep. Just one item. Yep.
Just one product. Now your investment into that trademark agreement has turned into not just you getting paid for a flat fee dispatcher, getting paid for the on-our program. Not just getting paid for the flat fee on-our program, you're getting paid for the factory. Not just getting paid for the on-our dispatcher in the factory, you're getting paid for truck financing and truck and trailer leasing. Not just getting paid for that, but getting paid to get people set up in their own authority. Not just getting paid for that, but getting people their insurance. Not just getting paid for that, but getting people set up on their fuel cards and discount fuel cards where they don't have to pay full price for fuel. Not getting paid for that, but getting paid on the truck repair and the maintenance program. Not just getting paid for that, but come on. We have turned one thing into 10 sources of revenue.
Yep. Multiple streams of income
Exactly.
from one opportunity.
From one opportunity. Because we have shown people and we are showing you all and we practice ourselves, putting ourselves in the path of opportunity. We took the steps. We all made the sacrifices. Because this took some doing. This took an undertaking. Right? We had to put all this together. We had to come up with a way to make it all work numbers-wise. Then on top of that, we had to put together something that, and we had to get a trademark and a patent, which we was able to get, thank God. And once we got that, we had to get you all to come in and look at the opportunities. Okay, well, I'm going to put $5,000 toward my trademark agreement. I'm going to put $10,000 towards my trademark agreement so I can secure this state. Some of you did it on several states. Put in multiple $5 grand, put in multiple $10 grand. That's sacrifice. Is that not sacrifice?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
That's a sacrifice. But something that you're not getting rewarded for right at that moment that you make the sacrifice. That's the difference between a job and an opportunity. But that sacrifice has now proven to offer 9 more opportunities of revenue streams. And all you got to do is what? Fill the slots. Right? Bring in, get the client to come. I can't think of too many opportunities that are at this level. I mean, I really can't. But here we are. Insurance USA. The industry's one-stop shop. Powerhouse. Now, we're going to come up with a way to phrase it a little bit better than that. But that's basically what we are. Are we not? Yeah.
Yep, we are.
Everything you need within this industry, Assurance USA can provide. Can we not?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Well, that's where you all are. Questions? Questions, comments, accolades. Talk to me. We got about 15, 20 minutes. Talk to me.
I'll be talking to you about investing in a truck, sure. So that's my next move.
Okay, we're here for you. We're here for you. We'll definitely be able to, offer you some financing options, some leasing options. Because one of the things that we're going to be doing as a finance company, we're not just going to be taking your information and submitting it. We're going to be taking information and we're going to be showing you all how to improve your chances of getting the type of revolving line of credit and getting the most you can get, on your approval. We're going to show you all how to go out and secure what? Contingent contracts. Go to shippers, go to brokers. Hey, look, I'm thinking about starting my own trucking company. I was to get my own truck. What type of lanes could y'all put me on? And what would those lanes pay? Is that not the equivalent of a contingent contract?
Yes.
All you gotta do is to get them to put it on paper and put the company logo on it and put it on their letterhead. Is that not a contingent contract?
Yeah.
Okay, if you sell 5 or 6 of them bad boys and you walk into any lender or bank, is that not a powerful motivation for them to approve you on a revolving line of credit?
Huge.
Huge, man. Huge. And it's all possible by changing the way you view things, changing the way you think about things, changing the way you do something. Changing your mind.
What is it called? What was it called?
It's called a revolving business line of credit.
Revolving.
Okay. But most people are under the impression, well, I gotta have great credit, I gotta do this, I gotta have money in the bank, right? But when you change the way you see things, when you perceive things, well, if I don't have great credit, what can I do? I can have contracts, contingent contracts, which is basically what? A company saying, okay, if you got a truck, these are the lanes that we will run you on, and here's the money that you will be making. That's a little bit better than credit, ain't it?
Yeah, it's like a contract.
Yeah, that's like what? An assurance. Y'all see why we chose that name? That's like an assurance. That's a promise. I promise that if you get yourself a truck, I promise you will be able to run these lanes, and I promise you'll be able to make this much money. That's our assurance to you. A lot of thought went into this company. A lot of it. God, I can't even imagine. I can't even tell y'all how much thought I put into this company. I'm talking about every week and minute, 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I'm always thinking about this company and creating more opportunities and creating growth. I mean, I really am. I think I put as much, if not more, of myself into this than I did with the first company I started from the homeless shelter. And that was a real need, a real necessity back then. You know, you talk about being driven. Nothing drives you more than sleeping in a shelter every night. Okay, and walking around, walking to to a construction job, getting off and then walking back to the shelter. Nothing, drives you more to, make some changes than that. But I appreciate that though, because I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had not been homeless, I probably wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. I probably wouldn't be where I am now. I probably wouldn't be at this level. I'd probably, be working for another company, somewhere, doing okay, but nowhere near at the level I'm at now. So in a way, being homeless was the best thing, becoming homeless was the best thing that ever happened to me. It really was. Yeah, I sacrificed for 18 months. I sacrificed for 3 or 4 years after that, just building my business and doing stuff and having to do it. And went back to sacrifice when I moved into that storage unit. But that's what success is. You have to sacrifice for your success. You really do. And a lot of people are not going to understand that. They're not. They're just not going to understand it. My own mom didn't understand it, but now she appreciates it. And I don't blame them for not understanding and for not seeing it, because that's all they know is one way of how to do things. And that's the majority of the population. They only know how to follow the leader. They only know how to follow the person in front of them. Not even a leader, just another person like them. And they're not really leading. They're just doing what the rest of the crowd is doing. That's all they know. That's all they, because that's what they've been taught. And it's hard to unteach something. They have to discover it for themselves. You know, really. You can bring it up to them. You can show it to them. You can live by example. And a lot of people don't really get it until you have shown them where you came from and where you are now. That's when they find out, oh, okay, it's real. Well, it was real back then. But now you done wasted all these, you know, this time in between just for you to realize that it's real. You know, you don't have to have someone to provide you with proof or something if someone else is doing what they say that they're gonna do and they have provided you proof with it. If I tell you I'm gonna build a trucking company and I'm gonna do this, this, and this, has not Landstar built a trucking company and making millions a year? Have they not? Have other trucking companies not built and made millions and billions? Right?
Right. They have.
So why do I have to show you proof that I have done it? Why do I have to show you proof of what I am going to do when others have already proved it? And all I'm doing is just looking at that 1% and thinking like they are.
The way I see this, Calvin, is if with the right marketing, you're gonna have to take off your doors because this is gonna blow your doors open.
That's the whole point. Yeah. Look, with this, we don't even have to be greatly successful. We can just be mediocre and still make billions. Right?
Right.
I mean, come on, man. With 10, we have 10 products and services that everybody in the industry needs at one time or another. Do we not?
We do.
And for the most part, we are offering them at better rates and better this than 90% of the industry is able to give it to them for. Do we not?
We do.
Is that not the making of a great opportunity? I've never promised any of you a job. That's not what I do. I have not made a promise of a job to anybody. I promise you all an opportunity. I promise you all that I would create an opportunity that will enable each and every last one of you all to become billionaires and billionaires. Have we not done that?
You have.
So all that's left to do now is to do what? Work it and do your part and make the opportunity real for you. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. I mean, we've done the hard stuff. We've done the hard part. We really have. We've done the hard part. Our branch owners, they made the ultimate sacrifice. They put up that funding for our internal budget that allowed us to create a lot of this stuff and get a lot of stuff to attract the people that we attract. You see how all that kind of ties in together? It's like playing chess. You know, you start out, the board looks the same on both sides, right? But as you get into the game, that board starts looking different on both sides, don't it? And in order for you to master that board, you have to have a plan. And not just a plan of right now, you have to have a plan when you're looking at the entire board, but you're looking 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 moves ahead. You have to see the beginning, you have to see the battle, and you have to see the outcome. That's what chess is, right?
Fact.
That's all chess is. Being able to see the beginning, being able to visualize the battle, and being able to realize the outcome. That's chess, people. That's why I love chess. I love chess. If you want a way to develop your mind to think different about something, play some chess. Get yourself a chess set. You ain't got to play nobody. You can play yourself. I got a chess set that's set up, and I play myself all the time. One day I'll make a move. Next day I come back on the other side, and then I make a move. I don't do it in the same day, but I want to clear my head from my position on that side. Y'all see what I'm saying? And you'll be amazed that by doing that, how you start to see everything differently. You start to look at everything and say, okay, I see what's going on now. But if I did this, I did that, that would cause them to do this, and her to do that, or they to do that, and that company to do this, which will allow me to be able to do this. That's chess. That's real life chess. That's all it is. That's all it is. And you have to get to a point to where you're able to do that, not just on the chessboard, but in your board of life. That's all we try to teach here. That's all we do. We do it by example. We do it by showing you all things. We do it by actually doing things and getting you all involved. And then you all see the rewards of it, and you reap the rewards of it. And we sit on a very powerful company. RBBS is USA Trucking. All right, y'all. It's 1 o'clock, but we got a lot going on. We got a lot of stuff that we got to get done here in the next couple of weeks. Today and tomorrow, I'm going to be calling the rest of you all. If you sent your stuff over to Galvin.butler@nocheapfreight.com, just your name and your number, I will be calling you all to see what you are not set up in it and getting you set up. Okay, we will be getting you set up. This coming week, we're going to be running some ads on Indeed, looking for a member specialist. Now, the member specialist that we are putting the opportunities up for, you don't have to be a member of our existing network. But if you're not a member of the National Dispatchers Network, if you're not a member of our subscription-based network, you would not be getting 25% of what the branch gets on your compensation. You will be getting 15% of what the branch gets on your compensation, which is considerably less than the 25%. And the reason why you're doing that, because you're not a member of our network. If you want 25%, become a member of our network. If you want to become a member of our network, you simply go to mydispatcher.org. That's the National Dispatchers Network, right here. Okay. I'm going to go to mydispatchers.org, mydispatcher.org, mydispatcher.org, singular, not plural. Okay. You get to mydispatcher.org. On the very first page, once it pulls up here, on the very first page, which you see here, you're going to scroll down. You're going to see a video right here. Right underneath this video, you're going to click here where it says to enroll, click here. And you click that, that is going to take you over to the automated enrollment page. And for the pop up here. Why this computer is running so here. All right, it's going to take you over to this page right here, which is the automated enrollment page. Now, there are several enrollment that you can go with. Our regular enrollment is the individual platform enrollment, which is $349.95. But because of the current national crisis, we understand that this pandemic has caused a lot of people to lose their jobs and cut their income. So we know that money is tight. We are allowing everyone to sign up under the We Train Veterans package. We have removed all restrictions and requirements for you to produce a DD-214 and or a veteran's ID. So those requirements no longer apply when you click on We Train Veterans. When you click on that, that will pull up our veterans package, which is the exact same as the individual plan. Okay, add that to your cart and just check out. You'll be charged $249.95 plus tax. That's $100 less than the regular enrollment. 30 days later, you'll start receiving your monthly subscription fee of $29.95 per month plus tax. That's $10 less than your regular monthly subscription fee of $39.95 plus tax. Immediately after you enroll, you receive a confirmation email, and about 2 hours after that, you receive your new members welcome package, which will include all of the instructions that you're going to need in order to get fully acclimated and set up with our platform. Okay. Now, once you are within our platform, once you are part of our network, you then have full access to all of the opportunities that we offer within our network, including becoming a branch owner. Now, you can't just come in to become a branch owner. You got to be a part of our network in order to be a branch owner. Okay. As a member specialist, you can come in, but you won't get paid as much as our member specialists who are already within our network. And so we're not trying to be unfair. We're just trying to reward the people who are within our network. Membership has its benefits. Membership has its, what's the word? Well, membership has its perks. Okay. But that's who we are. That's how you get involved with us. Want to take advantage of some of the stuff that we're doing. We are going to be putting out the ads on Indeed, looking for more member specialists. And then the following week, 2 weeks from now, we're going to be putting out our ad for salary dispatchers. Now, the company that we are partnering with, the financial package that we are partnering with, we will be able to outsource some of our dispatching to their flat fee dispatch. They have a flat fee dispatch program where they just charge a flat fee or whatever the case may be, and it's a little bit less than what we have, but you're not able to go to it directly to them. You have to get it through one of their ambassadors like us. Okay, and so in other words, we basically would subcontract some stuff out, and their flat fee dispatching is only $150, $175, whatever the case may be. We would pay that $150, and then we collect our $250 per week from the owner operator. But that is that's just some of the resources that we have to help alleviate the workload of our member specialists and our flat fee dispatchers if we need to outsource some out. Now, we won't be doing that off rip. We'll be doing that as needed. So if we run into a need where we need to outsource some out, we will. That's going to cost us. It's going to it's going to put a dent in our profit margin. So, but if we need to outsource some of that, we have the capability that we can do so with this new partner. All right. I'm liking this partnership. What y'all think about it? What do y'all think about the partnership? I'm liking it.
It sounds good.
It's a good step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely a step in the
more
right
doors.
direction, to say the least.
That was great.
Yeah, I mean it's really a step up, step to put us at the next level. So I'm liking it. Great partnership. Glad we was able to get connected with them. And Darren was the first person that alerted us to it, and kind of turned us on to it. And they had already said that we were on their radar. And so it's working out great. Working out great. I love what we have going on. I can't say this enough. This Assurance USA is really going to help us to achieve some great things. I'm checking to see if we got any more questions. All right, they are going to buy you out. Someone said they're going to buy you out. Well, the only way they can buy us out is if we sell out, right?
Right.
Yes.
And every company has to have an exit strategy, correct?
Right.
Okay, like TikTok. The exit strategy come a little bit sooner than they had wanted to, but it's still a great exit strategy. Start a company, make millions and millions of dollars, They have someone to buy you out for billions and billions and billions of dollars. Is that not the exit strategy? Is that not what every company should be, moving towards? Right?
Mhm.
I mean, if we build this to a powerhouse and we've made billionaires and billionaires, and somebody comes up and say, "Hey, I like what that was. Look here, I want to buy y'all out." Now, buyout doesn't mean that you're selling all out. I want y'all to understand something. There are different levels of buyout. A buyout could be structured, okay, all right. The company has an evaluation of $102 billion. Based on your evaluation, we will pay you 10% on a cash buyout price. On top of that 10% that we pay on a cash buyout price, you will retain 25% royalty. Woo! And when we buy you out, the stock is gonna split. So therefore, we'll give you 1 million shares. Is that just a buyout? Right? That's not you just selling everything lock, stock, and barrel. Now is it?
Nope.
Yeah. Basically what you're doing is you're giving someone, you're selling someone else control of the company, but you're still making money with the company. Y'all see how that works? It's not so buyout. Don't look at a buyout and think, oh, that's it. We just sold the company. We out. No, buyout is a way for you to retire and making more money than you was when you were running the company. You understand that? Buyout is a way for you to secure your branch, reward your branch owners with indefinite revenue that was greater than what they was making as an active branch owner. Y'all see that? Y'all see how that goes?
Yep. That's some passive income.
Yeah, that's how you structure your buyout. That is the exit strategy. So, there's a lot to business, and I pride myself on educating myself on business. I've had some great influencers, my uncle, Johnny George, vice president over at name his company. My uncle, oh shoot, I gotta look him up now. I'm pulling up. I have to look him up. I can Google him and it pops right up. What's the name of his company? Johnny George. The name of his company is just Johnny George, not Johnny George. Johnny George is. Okay, I should look him up. Oh, somebody got your mic on with a lot of music. There he is, right there. Johnny George, financial advisor in New Orleans. Y'all see where I get a lot of my advice from and a lot of my tutelage from. He was in money.usa.usnews.com. Investing, advising assets. This is him. AXA, that's who he's. That's the company he helped founded. Right here, AXA Advisors. Okay, but any of you who have ever heard of AXA, this gentleman here is my uncle, and I get a lot of advice from him. I've gotten a lot of advice from him over the years. See if I can pull up his image, and you'll see that we look like brothers. We're only 10 years apart, but we do look like brothers. We both graduated from the same school, Dillon University. And he played basketball. I played basketball. We were 10 years apart, played for the same high school, played for the same college. He went on to the NBA, Milwaukee Bucks back in the 70s and 80s, early years. I think he played for about 3 years and then got hurt. And then he had an accounting degree, went back and got his master's, doctorates in financial planning and things like that. And he helped founded AXA Advisors. Okay. Now he's the VP over there and has an office in New Orleans and in Dallas, Texas, has been in practice for 27 years. Last 20 years at Equity Advisors. Let's see if we can pull them up. But that was my influence. Okay, that was my influence. He has been my influencer. I lived at his house while I was in college. He had a big influence on me, and there he is. As y'all can see here, we do look alike, do we not? As you can see, strong resemblance. That's that family gene. So he is more than just my uncle. My father was not present, in my life a lot, and he was the person I wanted to, kind of most be like. Okay, this is a person that I seek advice from him. When I got ready to start the Assurance USA, I tried to coach him over to come over I tried to coach him to come over to our to help run this company. But of course, he has a lot of stuff that's going on, and he can't just drop what he's doing, and just come over and and run this and just so I understand. But he has agreed to be our consultant, and that's I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy and very not just happy but blessed to have him as a consultant. What's it called? Activity, broker search. But very glad to have him, as a consultant to our company. So as you can see, I've got some good, I got some good people behind us. We have some great people behind us. Okay, so there we are. This is who we are. I don't just dream this stuff up. I actually go to people who are in the know. I run it by them, and they give me their perspective on things. They give me their advice on things, and I take that advice very seriously because as CEO, I'm responsible for a lot of you all, but ultimately you all. But we have created a company, and we have created an opportunity that literally makes you all responsible for your own success. I was responsible for bringing the opportunity to you. I was responsible for creating the opportunity. I was responsible for building the opportunity. But the way that we are structured, each and every last one of you all is responsible for your own success. Is that not true?
That is true.
True.
Exactly.
True.
So I don't control you all's success. I don't. Not one iota. You control your own success. Every last one of you. Every last one of you gets to control your own success. And would you rather have it any other way?
It's
No.
so good.
I mean, I wouldn't want to have it any other way. I wouldn't want to have someone else who's in charge of my success, who controls my success, who controls how far I go or you know, how far I can make it or how much money I can make. I don't want that. That's a job. That's a job. You can work for Walmart and get that. You can work for, you know, Lowe's or Costco's or, you know, work for, you know, 21st Realty or, you know, I mean, there's a whole bunch, you know, Bank of America. There's a whole bunch of places you can go to work and get that. I want to be able to set my course and say, if I want to make $1 billion, or if I want to become a billionaire, that means I am fully capable of getting 20 owner-operators signed up per month. And I'm fully capable of taking 12 of those owner-operators and getting them signed up to our factory. And taking 9 of those 12 and getting them signed up to our truck leasing and finance. And taking 7 of those 9 and getting them signed up for the maintenance plan. You see where I'm going with it? You are completely, utterly in control and responsible for your own success. Not controlled by Calvin, not controlled by the company. We just set up the vehicle that you all can ride in. That's all we did. Now it's up to each and every last one of you to drive that vehicle. That's it. That's it. That's where we are. Okay. So on that, we're gonna call it for the day. It's already 1:30. I've got to call some of you all to get you set up. I've got to get myself something to eat too, because I can feel my diabetes calling. So hope y'all enjoyed today's broadcast. I really truly do. Saturday broadcasts are not so much training, it's so much of information about what we have going on, where we are, where we're going. And our training kind of happens through the week. On Monday nights, every Monday night, we have Insurance USA, you know, training and updates where we may go over some stuff on how we need you all to convert people over and how to, you know, talk to people, this and that. I am still working on the back office site. I took some time off from that to enter into these meetings and negotiations with our potential partners that we're partnering with. And so that took some time. And so I'm still working on the back office site. I'm definitely gonna try to get it done this week. Have that to show you all later on this week. But you know, we're here. We're here. We'll be able to, you all will be able to promote, brand, and provide our new services here within the next couple of weeks. Right now, you all can definitely sign on the owner operators through the flat fee dispatching, and you can sign them on to run under our authority. You have that capability right now. You have that capability right now. And then within the next couple of weeks, we'll be adding all the other products that you all will be, we have the ability to promote, provide, and get paid on. So I like it. I love it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love it. Y'all see some of the comments? Kawan Hughes said, "Is this real?" I've called and messaged many times, no Well, if you're calling now, we're in the broadcast, so I'm not answering. If you message now, I'm in a broadcast, and I'll try to get back to you.
Calvin,
yeah.
I'm already talking to him
All
at
right,
this
great.
time.
See, look, you all are on your job. I like that. I like that. You are doing just what you're supposed to be doing. You are on your job. Don't y'all love the way this is set up? So we don't have to go and look for clientele. Clientele comes to us. Right? I mean, that's where we're set up.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, we are set up to where if you're a part of Assurance USA, we don't have to go out there and cold call for clientele. Clientele look for us because of all that we have to offer, and now it's going to get even greater. Is it not? Wow.
Yes.
Wonder who that is. Let's see it. This is Calvin with Assurance USA. Hello? Hello, who? I'm sorry, I don't speak that language, just speak English. Yes, and who are you? Okay, Branson, you're gonna have to give me a call back. Whatever this is about, we are in the middle of our training sessions. Give me a call back probably within the next couple of hours, or call me back on Monday through Fridays from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. Okay? All right. Salesman. When they started calling, is this so and so and so? Okay, yes, we did. This is such and such on a recording line. We call them because we have an offer. Okay, call me back on Monday through Friday. You know, we get so many calls now. One to two, offers this and offers that. But that comes with what we're doing. All right. But here we have someone that is, and this is what I mean by people really cannot. They look at this and this is proof that what we are doing is so different. People look at it and they just can't believe it's real. Right? Like this is the person that you're in contact with now. And the first thing they ask, is this real? That's how astounded they are. That's how they look at it and say, wow, someone is actually doing this. So you all can see how we were able to obtain our trademark and our patent. Because we are doing something that no one else has ever even attempted or even tried to do. We are doing original stuff. So we don't just, say, change the way you think. We practice that. We do things differently. We do things outside of the box. But good job on contacting that gentleman and being responsive to him. So that's what we're all about, and that's how we're set up. So we're set up to where when someone contacts us, either the website or online or whatever it may be, our member specialists, they're all on it, and our branches, you guys are all on it, and great job. That's exactly the type of thing that's gonna make you successful. All right, everybody.
Hey, Calvin,
yes, ma'am.
is this gonna be recorded and posted tonight? Because I didn't catch the
it's
first
recorded.
part.
Yes, recorded, and it would go up. All of our 6 figures booking for home shows are recorded and they are put on YouTube and on Facebook. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, everybody. Look, we have a great opportunity. It's up to you all to just make it happen. We create an opportunity, and we're not done. We're always looking for ways to increase the opportunity and to make things bigger and better. And y'all know me. Y'all know me. That's just what I do. This whole network partnership thing that we have going on, everybody has a role to play. My role is to plot the path. My role is to come up with the opportunities. My role is to formulate everything and put it in a concept to where everyone can follow it. That's my role. Okay, I think on the big picture. I come up with the big pictures and and that type of stuff. You all's role is to, once that's all in place and set up, your role is just to make it happen, just to do the work. And if you do that, the more you're successful on providing the service or to this person, that person, this person, the more your income grows. We're not paying you just one time on something like everybody else does, right? You get paid when they come on, and every time they make a payment, every time they use the service, every time you get paid. So it stacks on and on and on. The more people you bring in, your income just goes up, 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 and just keeps going. And even if someone drops out, you got something else you can turn them on to bring them back in and, and still add to that growth. Okay, I mean, in my opinion, you can't have a better structure or a better opportunity. But just in case you can, I'm always looking for ways to make the opportunity better. Okay, that's my role. That's my promise. That's my assurance. With that, I will see you all on Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Assurance USA training on Zoom. And some of you all will be hearing from me today and tomorrow to finish getting you all onboarded and set up with our CNTMS, authorized.net with your toll-free extension and your domain email address. Thank you all. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all like the opportunities that we're bringing forth. I hope you all like our continued direction. And we really appreciate each and every last one of you all. Don't forget, those of you who are not watching us on YouTube, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to us. We are at Assurance. I'm sorry, we have two YouTube channels. One is the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, and the other one is Assurance USA. So go and look for us on YouTube. And this is our Assurance USA. Go to our channel, subscribe. This is a new channel. We only have about 43 subscribers right now. We would love to get up to around 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers. Go to our new channel, subscribe to it. This is our new channel, Assurance USA. Where we post all of our Assurance USA videos, all of our updates, training, and things like that. If you want to subscribe to the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, we have a YouTube channel for that also too. This one is much more well established. It's been on YouTube now for about 3 years, and the numbers reflect that, as you all can see. Go to our channel on the RBBS Assurance USA. We have 5.88 thousand subscribers we have right now. So we got quite a few subscribers on the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. If you're not a subscriber, come and subscribe. On this channel, we have more than 600 plus videos, a lot of videos. Each of them more than 2 to 3 hours long. You'll get a lot out of it. These are all free videos on how to dispatch, how to find loads, how to book freight, how to freight broker, all different stuff. So you will learn a lot from just watching these videos. And we take pride in it. We take pride in doing them, putting them out there, and giving you great knowledge and great information. Okay? We give away more free knowledge and information on booking freight from home than all the other platforms out there charge you for put together. Nothing else should be said from that. Okay? So, with that being said, thank you all again. I appreciate each and every last one of you all. I look forward to seeing you all next week doing our weekly training. And all those out there, Assurance USA, whatever you need in this industry, we can provide. Just go to assuranceusa.net, nocheapfreight.com, or RBBSAssuranceUSAtrucking.com. Thanks again. Appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Y'all have a great day.
You too. Thanks
Have
for
a
your
good
time.
weekend.
All
Take it easy.
right.
Bye,
Deal.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Later.
Y'all have a great day. Enjoy the weekend.